Okay, really quickly. This video is going to be a non-spoiler initial reaction review of Star Wars The Last Jedi. And I say this so many times as I'm giving the review. But I am an idiot. My review is the ramblings of an idiot that just came out of the theater that just saw it. Do not... If you want to go into the film completely blind, do not watch this video. Please, do it for yourself. Do not watch this video. If you want to see the video, or if you want to see and hear my opinions before going into the film, go ahead. But do you. So, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you want to watch it, watch it. That's all I got to say. Here's the rest of the video. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Something for Every Nerd. I want to preface this by saying this is going to be a spoiler-free review, okay? Tom and I had decided we were going to do vlogs after seeing the show, after seeing Star Wars The Last Jedi. And Tom, I know you're going to be watching this eventually, and I'm going to text you to watch this. Please do a spoiler-free review, or just a very short, spoiler-free initial reactions. Because I feel like with this movie specifically, we need to do like a full spoiler on dissection of the film. Okay? So, that's a message for Tom. For everyone else, I just got back from the theater a little bit ago, and this is a hard thing for me to say. I'm conflicted, and I don't know how to feel. There were really, really, really cool, amazing, awesome sequences. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying this is a bad film. I'm not saying it's trash or garbage, because there's going to be... Because I going through Twitter, checking, the feeds after the film, because I needed, to process. I saw a lot of people hating this film. I also saw a lot of people loving this film. So I feel like a lot of people are just critically mixed on this film. And I don't want anyone to listen to my video and go in feeling that way. Go in with whatever expectations you have, okay? But, I will say it was a long film. It's 2 hours and 30-some minutes and change. It is a longer film, and you can feel that sometimes in certain scenes. But overall, it was a good movie. It is definitely the empire of this franchise in terms of its tone. And again, people either love this movie or hate this movie. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting just looking online. I think that's deliberate. I think it's very deliberate that we're supposed to feel conflicted. Because it's, the darkness before the new dawn. Kind of like an Empire. Things got bad. We lost Han. Luke was injured. Things were looking bad. But then hope still remained, and we were able to go into Return of the Jedi, and the heroes won the day. I'm not saying the heroes didn't win the day in this one. I'm not saying evil won in this one. I feel like this film was very deliberately and brilliantly made to be a conflicting film. Because, I feel like that was the tone of the movie. A lot of characters at this point in the film are conflicted. Luke's conflicted, Rey's conflicted, Kylo Ren is certainly conflicted, Leia even becomes conflicted. Which, by the way, can we talk about Carrie Fisher for a second? I know I've talked about her before, last December, this December. I talked about how, inspirational she was, and, what... She was, one of the first, major celebrity deaths that really hit me. I'm always sad when one of my favorite celebrities dies, when Alan Rickman died, or Spock, Leonard Nimoy. or Christopher Lee. I was sad, but I was broken about Carrie Fisher because Star Wars means so much to me, and it was part of my life for so long. And her, Harrison, Mark Hamill were all heroes that I could look up to. So now that she's gone, it just hurt. But her presence in this movie is brilliant. It is beautiful and stunning. There's this one moment. Oh my god, this one moment. I just wish I could talk about it, but I want to talk about it with Tom in a spoiler-full discussion. But, again, I feel conflicted. Like, I'm not saying I hate the film, but I'm not saying I love the film. I feel like it is a very good film, and I feel like it was deliberately made to be conflicting because of the story of this film. So, yeah. And I need to see it again. Ultimately, I need to see it again. Usually, how I did this was I saw the Star Wars films 2 times in a row, back to back. I would go with my friends, who I see different movies with from time to time, and then I would turn around and see it with my dad. It was an accident how it all happened, because when we were buying tickets for The Force Awakens, me and my friend bought them, and my dad wasn't sure if he wanted to go that night, and then he comes in after I bought the tickets. Yeah, I do want to go. So then I bought tickets for the next immediate showing, and then I would go watch it with my friends, get out, get back in line, and go see it with my dad, who was the one that introduced me to Star Wars in the first place, and has had nothing but high praises for these films. He loves this movie. His official ranking is 1, 2, 3, 7, 5, 6, 8 Rogue, New Hope. And I feel like that's fair. But again, I'm still so conflicted in this movie. So I'm saying I need to see it again, and I'm probably going to put another preface before this video that these are the ramblings of an idiot. Go in with your own expectations. If you want my if you want my review, keep watching. If you want to go in with your own expectations, do not listen to this video. I don't care about the views. I don't care about anything. I'm just kind of putting it out there because I said I was going to put this out there. So, yes. And now that I'm kind of saying all this, I'm feeling better about the film. I don't know. I think it's either an instant ignition or it's a slow burn. And that's not bad. Some movies you need to digest longer, and I think that's okay. So I think I'm going to go again and see it tomorrow or Sunday or sometime with, some of my friends or other members of my family or whatever. So I definitely need to see it again. And I highly recommend that everybody see the film at least twice. Maybe not back to back like I do, but, definitely see it twice. See it to see it, and then see it to critically go over it. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. One other thing I will say, these guys, these lovable, adorable porgs, okay? I've had conversations with people about, Star Wars and, the borderline of the comedy and, or the farcical, things like Jar Jar Binks or Ewoks or porgs. The porgs are good side moments that don't distract from the greater film. If anything, it's a breather, because and I'll say that this film was a bit of a roller coaster. I'll say that much. The porgs are funny, but not at the detriment of the surroundings. There are very funny moments in this movie, but they do not distract or derail or lessen the surrounding environment. Okay? So, porgs, score. They're not Ewoks, they're not Jar Jar Binks, I feel like Ryan, however you pronounce his name, Rian Johnson, I think most people pronounce it. I think Rian Johnson knew that and accepted that there's a fine line with comedy and Star Wars, and you can't push it too far. But I feel like he had a good balance for this film. So, yes, Porgs, totally safe. Do not ruin the movie in any way. So yeah, and again, these are the ramblings of an idiot, and I'll say that I'm an idiot. I am a blind fan of pretty much anything and everything the first time I see it. I loved, and I swear, I swore by the original trilogy. Or not the original, the prequel trilogy. Sorry, I didn't mean the original trilogy. The prequel trilogy. I loved it. I defended it for years. I defended Phantom Menace for years. It was only until I became a little bit more critical and analytical that I was able to say, no, these are kind of 1 and 2 are kind of equally bad. 3 is kind of where it should be, but still not quite there. And I'll go ahead and say that this new trilogy and the Star Wars stories for now, we'll see how May goes with Solo, have been good. They have not been critical failures. And again, some people are saying that Last Jedi is a critical failure, but a lot of the critical reviews have favored this film. I was even looking on Channel Awesome because I wanted to see if Doug Walker had any, the Nostalgia Critic, had any initial reactions, non-spoilery, to the film. Or even spoilery if he did have something going, but I feel like they're going to release those later or eventually or soon enough. But I found some other guy on Channel Awesome, and he also said that it was really good. So, again, I think I just need to see it again and digest it some more. But yeah, and like I said, I'm an idiot. I have no background in critical argument or argumentation or critical analysis and review. So go see the film, make your own decisions, and stay tuned eventually for a full-on spoiler review of the film with me and Tom. So again, thank you all for watching. I'm Noah. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.